We've got a major problem on the property. Little karate chop. You like that? Dang. That might have been right where I wanted it to be.
Is he trying to eat him right now?
Yeah. There's the pipe. Ow. Do y'all hear that? I don't really see enough evidence to blame the beavers for this. Dude, this is insane.
I heard a big old
Look at the big pipe. It's completely underwater.
Yeah.
I mean, right before hunting season, this is one of the worst things that could happen. Folks, it is finally time to go hunt again. Hunting season is upon us. It's back. Speaking of things that are back, welcome back, my friend.
That's right, man. Good to be back.
For people that don't know, you should know, but Andrew behind the camera just had a new baby with the wife Ashton. And what has that experience been like for you?
Oh, man, to be honest, words can't describe it. Life-changing, absolutely life-changing.
We talked off camera, and you people that have kids, you know what that does to you, especially your first one. So big congratulations to Andrew again.
Thank you.
Glad to have you back though. I bet, you know, as nice as it is to be home with your newborn baby, there's probably a little piece of you that might have wanted to step out into the woods a little bit, you know, and kind of prepare for the hunting season.
You know me.
So that's what we're doing today. Tons of prep work to get us ready for deer season, which is only 10 days away as we film this video. So here in Alabama, bow season opens October the 15th. A little bit late in the season to be doing some of this stuff. I realize that, but hopefully today, after today, we will be completely ready to go. Oh, dude, the vines out here are crazy.
Yeah, they're bad.
It's like a tripwire. So on our property, our 270 acres that we have a bunch of those big box stands, those rifle stands, which is what the previous people did exclusively when they hunted for deer. But since I've been introduced to archery hunting through Andrew and other people who just love it, and I really enjoy it, I really want to get my first archery deer down this season, and I have a feeling it's gonna happen. But we needed to hang some more archery stands, and that's what we're about to do. The first stand that we're gonna put up is actually in this cool little area. It's the very top part of the property. It's a little cleared area, and we found big scrapes here last season. I think I put a camera in here at one point and saw a buck or two walking through. And to me, it's a perfect area to put an archery stand because the furthest shot you're gonna be able to take in this little clearing is 50 yards. So for a beginner like myself, that gives me a lot of comfort that I might get an opportunity that I can actually take advantage of. After we hang a couple archery stands, we've got a couple other chores to do around the property. Neighbor Darrell is going to be bouncing in and out, of course, as always, guiding us along the way. With any luck, Andrew will be able to get all this stuff done in time to go to the archery range and fling some arrows towards the end of this video, make sure that we're ready to execute, you know, because having a good stand hung is one thing, but if you can't execute, we all know you can execute.
I'll try.
Can I execute is going to be the thing. Guys, we are getting all geared up for archery deer season, but the NFL season is already underway, and I've been having some fun on DraftKings Sportsbook. So I'm so excited to announce they are sponsoring another video, and they have a crazy new deal. When any new member makes a $5 bet of any kind, you instantly get $200 in bonus bets. That's right, guys. All you have to do is go download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Make sure you use my promo code LOJO. You place that initial $5 bet, and boom, instant $200 of bonus bets in your account. One of the many things you could do with those $200 in bonus bets is called same game parlay. Same game parlay is when you make multiple bets within the same game to give you a chance at an even bigger payout. If you currently live in a state that does not allow sports betting yet, don't worry, they still have you covered with DraftKings Daily Fantasy. Guys, I have been having so much fun using DraftKings, placing a little wager on this game, little wager on that game. Definitely makes it more fun for me. And that $200 bonus bet deal is so good, I would highly encourage you guys to go check it out. There'll be a link right at the top of the description. Click that, do everything that I said earlier. Now on with today's video. Here, come pull over in the shade.
I know it. It ain't 150 degrees now.
Well, Darrell, what do you think about, so we just spent like a few minutes talking. We feel like that tree right there.
Yeah, I looked this morning. I think you're right. Now, how you going?
Well, we're gonna go where it splits right above it, because there's a little bit of a clearing right there anyways, and then we'll just trim that stuff up there. I mean, it's perfect. Look at this tree, Darrell, like it's made. This side is just naked. Look at this. We gotta trim that one right there. Boop.
That's it.
And we almost get all the way to where we need to get without trimming anything right
here. A
here.
little bit of trimming for your shooting line.
Yeah, but this tree was just made for it.
I think that's.
What do y'all think about like right there? Maybe.
She's in there.
Hey, it'll probably settle a little bit more,
Yeah, it will.
but that might be it right there.
I got you.
Okay. Oh, that makes me feel a lot better.
You good, dude. Just enjoying the view.
All right, I'm doing pull-ups on it.
Camera down.
These little climbing ladders are pretty neat.
Yeah, they are.
Almost there. Dude, you are up there, man.
That's probably at least 20, 25 feet.
That's awesome, dude. It's so amazing how your perspective changes as you go like up the tree. You know, you can just see everything so much more clearly. One deer platform going up. This is my first time hanging a deer stand. I guess I can't say I hung it. I would say we hung it with a heavy emphasis on Andrew. All right, the first stand is hung. Let's climb up here and see how good of a job Andrew did. For a man coming off of a 1-month vacation, I'd say you did damn good.
Thank you.
I think the biggest win of this so far has been these ladder steps, just the width of them and just that extra stability. How do I look wearing this saddle?
You look great,
Do I
man.
look like a guy that's done it before?
I love it.
I can't tell if Andrew's like messing with me. If y'all only knew how afraid of heights I was. Whew. That's pretty freaking awesome, man. Wow, that's pretty cool. Now this is a minimalistic platform. That's the only bad thing about it. It's very small, but that's what we want, something that's not that easy to see for the deer. Whew, it creaked a little bit, Andrew.
Did it?
It creaked a little bit. Yeah, walk around for me. Act like you're a deer real quick. Let's,
Yeah, when you're in camo, I ain't gonna see you at all.
dude, this is stinking exciting. Little POV view, guys. So we're gonna leave this little branch right here. We think this is kind of the perfect amount of cover if a deer comes from that side or underneath right here. Now this is very open and exposed, but as Darrell pointed out, the sun drops right here. That's west. So the sun's actually gonna be directly in the face of anything that might be standing or coming from that clearing. Still a little nerve-wracking for those of you afraid of heights like myself, but this is pretty stinking cool. One stand down, one more to go. So for deer stand number 2, we decided to head to the very far back corner of the property. And this little area is actually where 2 of our big food plot box stand areas are and where they converge. As you guys can kind of tell, this is like an intersection type area. You've got a road coming in there, trail that goes right there. Then there's a big long trail / road that goes way up there. Then there's another series of roads that goes up there, which is where one of our food plots are. So this is an actual like intersection where we know deer are traveling. The bottom area of the property skirts along the edge of this hill right here, which is where they travel. We've even got a little tree picked out right here. Dude, this is honestly an awesome tree, not only because of its positioning, but how clean it is. We think this tree in particular is gonna give us the best vantage point to be able to get clean shots in any direction with deer coming and going from any direction. Oh, karate chop.
Like that?
Dang, son, I didn't know you were a ninja master.
Oh yeah.
I just watched a man karate chop limbs off of a tree. Guys, you have to forgive me. This is my first time ever really hanging stands and doing this type of work in preparation for deer season. So I'm just a little excited. Got to make sure these things are up to my weight standards. So I do outweigh you just a touch.
A little bit.
You know, these spots look good from the ground, but when you actually get up off the ground, you're like, wow, this is a good spot.
Yep.
Well, hell, y'all done got them steps. Huh?
Yeah, what do you think though?
Boy,
All right, so check it out, Darrell. So first of all, from this way, we've got amazing cover with that magnolia tree, right? So we can see through it probably to see if anything's coming up this way or out of this bottom right here.
Yeah, a lot of them come out that bottom. I think you're gonna get a lot of them walk down that road.
Right, so that's why we were just driving back in through there to see how visible. It's like covered the whole way until you step in here. Stand number 2 is placed. Huh. Yes, climbing with a GoPro in your hands is probably the smartest thing to ever do. Ooh, leaning over does not feel good. Leaning over never feels good. So here we go, folks. This is a great point of view. So this is what I'm talking about. This is that beautiful tree right here that just completely masks us from anything walking in from this area. And we think we're gonna get a lot of action right there, this little clearing, maybe even right through there where Andrew's walking if we trim some of that. But then we're gonna have access to all of this over here as well. All this cleared area. Man, this is a great spot. We're also hidden if the deer walks in this way. There's not a whole lot for them to see except for that little window and this window. She's looking pretty. Great job, Andrew.
Thank you.
So obviously yesterday, we completed putting up our 2 brand new archery stands. And we may put up more stands as the season goes on, or I'm not even really sure, but I'm really happy with the way those 2 turned out. But I kind of forgot about this stand right here. We actually put up this ladder stand last year. We never really hunted out of it for one reason or another, but this ladder stand is at a very unique vantage point on the property. It's dead in the middle of the property, and you've got 2 roads intersecting here that just gets pounded with deer movement seemingly all the time. One of my favorite parts about this stand, Andrew.
Yeah?
Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps and I'm there. Oh, okay, maybe 6 or 7, but when you're afraid of heights, this is kind of a comfort level for me. Because if I fall out of this, I'm not gonna die. Once you get 20, 25 feet up in the air, those odds start to change a little bit. Ah, hold on, don't judge me yet.
Oh, where'd you go?
Can you see me now?
I can't. I really can't.
One of the other coolest things about this stand in particular is it's kind of a hybrid stand, meaning that you could bow hunt out of this stand if they came in close enough. You could also crossbow hunt out of this stand because you do have like a 70-yard shot down this road and like an 80 or further yard shot down this road. So you could use crossbows and you could use a rifle. So it's kind of like a dual purpose or triple purpose stand. By the way, we named this stand Reindeer Ridge. One of you guys in the comment section gave that as a name recommendation last year when we put it up. And I love that because it was around Christmas time when that person said that, obviously Reindeer Ridge. I liked it, so that's what we call it. Needless to say, we are very excited. We've got a lot of good things happening right now. But before we even think about shooting at a deer with a bow, let's make sure we can first hit a target with a bow. So this year, me and Andrew are actually both using brand new Obsession bows. Mine is an XR7, which I really like. Big shout out to not only Obsession Bows who gave us the bows, but to our good friend Jordan from Common Man Outdoors who actually kind of set this whole thing up and put us in contact with the people at Obsession. But they gave us full control, like custom build technology for everything from the arms, the strings, riser color, everything. And then I went ahead and took the same type of sight that I used last year and put it on this bad boy as well. Same stabilizer I used last year. I'm a pretty simple person when it comes to this type of stuff because I'm still learning. Now this man's bow, Andrew's bow, you can tell this is not somebody who's learning. This is somebody who knows.
Been there a little bit.
This looks like a freaking pro setup, dude. Your model is the Nitro Ghost by Obsession, and this thing is freaking sick. Either way, we haven't had a ton of time with our bows, so gonna spend not only today, but a bunch more times flinging some arrows, more practice to make sure we're proficient. All right, our first target's Mr. Gobbler down there at a solid 20.
Feeling confident?
Well, it is a new bow, but at 20, yes, it's very confident.
Good, good.
You're like, yeah, you better be at 20.
What do you think?
I mean, it's in the insert. Maybe at grunt high.
Maybe a bit.
A grunt high.
It's not terrible though.
Let's move it on out to 30. Let's take a shot at that.
An antelope.
Antelope. I think I have more confidence in a 30-yard shot than a 20-yard shot, if that makes any sense at all.
It don't, but I'll
You're
go with
just
it.
like, no.
Looks like it's right in the white.
Ooh, that's a nice shot right there,
Yeah, I was
brother.
about to say, that looks pretty good.
shot. I like that shot. Now, I'd like to get it even lower. I think I put it right on top of that other one. I went to the left a little bit. Still a kill shot, most likely. That might have been right where I wanted it to be. Yeah.
Brought her down a little bit.
Well, I got one field tip left. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and send one at that 40-yard deer right there.
Do it.
Damn, did I hit him way freaking left?
Maybe.
His front leg, that's not great. Oh my gosh, I hit him in his front leg.
We ain't finding him. Call the dogs.
That's a little better. I brought that one in. If he ducks a little bit, what do you think?
I said that looked good to me.
It's right on the edge of the insert. It's that bottom left corner of the insert, which is, I'd say,
Where you want to go.
bullseye. Low on the leg. I held that one way too long. Once again, if he ducks, that's not necessarily a bad shot right there. Okay, so we got some things going on here. Obviously, that guy right there, not what we want to see. That was my first shot. You know, I've been shooting to the left a little bit. I have to make some right adjustments, but once I made the adjustment, I mean, these are some pretty nice shots right here. These seem like they're a little low. They look like they're low to me, but that's because this is a stationary target, not a live deer. At 40 yards, that deer is going to duck at least a little bit, meaning the ones that are hitting right here are going to be hitting like right here when they duck, which is obviously vital. So I feel really good about these 3 shots. How many shots you got off of that thing so far since you got it?
If I'm being conservative, probably 200 at least.
Dear God, that's conservative?
Yeah, I probably put more than that.
You show that antelope who's boss. Whoa! Wow, over the top.
Well over the top. I'm gonna shoot the 20 real quick.
Dang. What? Oh, oh my gosh, dude, all of your arrows are screwed up. We just found out that one of your heads was bent, the part that connects to the broadhead on one. Then this one was all lopsided and stuff and didn't roll smooth.
No, I pulled
or one
the
of
head
them
off
did.
That one.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah. And then we just realized, oh my gosh, that's fricked. Can't shoot that. Dude, it's just not your day today,
So
man.
I've got one arrow.
Got one freaking
One arrow.
That's pretty dang solid.
That's more like it.
Yeah, dude, I just tell you?
Like it.
I just told you in 5 minutes you're gonna be like, dude, I'm good.
Because that's literally exactly where I was putting it.
We're going out to the 40, to the big buck out there. It's in the insert. Well, nobody ever said you became an expert at archery and just stay an expert. I mean, it's one of those things where if you're not practicing, you're not doing it all the time, you get rust. You know, there's new equipment, which we both have, new bows this year, so big learning curve, but I'm feeling great. Andrew's feeling a heck of a lot better now that he's realized that he's had arrow problems today, which is why his shooting was a little erratic. Let me tell you something about Andrew. He's not missing a 30-yard target. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just doesn't happen with that guy. He feels much better. I'm feeling pretty good. Unfortunately, I'm about to not feel very good. So I just got a report from our good friend neighbor Darrell that we've got a major problem on the property, and I'm gonna have to be the one that gets pretty dirty and wet to fix it. So we were on our way to the next thing that we have to fix today on the property, and we stopped by the mini pond. We pulled up, and Larry, the giant bass, was chasing around Mo. Like everywhere Mo went, Mo is the medium-sized bass, everywhere Mo went, Larry would follow, and when Mo would stop, Larry would like come and ran into Mo, even like with an open mouth, like striking him. And he did that for a couple minutes. They just kind of went around and around. It's almost like Larry's attacking Mo.
Almost, yeah.
Now in the micropond video that I did like a week or two ago when you were still out, they were doing some weird stuff like that. They were doing some rolling and it almost looked like spawning activity. This looks like bullying right here.
Yeah, it does.
Like that does not look like a healthy fish to me.
No.
Look at that fish right now.
Not at all.
The way he's like nose down in that stuff, he's like barely floating. It's so strange. In a brighter note, the shiners that we stocked in here have taken to the pond really well. And in fact, when I first dumped hundreds of these shiners in, of course they went crazy. They went in all these different directions and they were getting chased and fed on by all the bass. But now they've been in here for a few days. They're starting to click up. They're schooling up, which is, you know, that's what bait fish do to kind of help protect themselves. I'm glad to see that like 30, 40, or 50 of them have survived. Anyways, that was a very strange encounter. I just wanted to document that and get y'all's input on what the heck is going on between Larry and Mo. Let's move on with our other dirty and wet mission that we got to do. Literally see the water flowing over the road.
Yeah.
And hear it like dumping off into the woods. You guys might be curious as to why a large portion of our road system here on the property is almost completely underwater. And that's a great question. You might also notice that all of this right here is flooded now on this side of the road. So what we have here is a massive issue. And I'm assuming the people that own the property before I bought it may have had the same issue because they installed a pipe, like a drainage system right here where me and Andrew were standing on this part of the dam. But as you guys can see, it's not flowing right now, meaning on this side of the road that's flooded, it has to be clogged up somewhere. And because this is not being drained properly, it's filling up and it's going all the way down here where it's lower and it's spilling over the road and has created a whole nother creek flowing over there. So it's a huge problem because this entire road's gonna be underwater if we don't do anything about it. So it looks like I'm hopping in then.
Looks
basically.
like it, man.
You climbed trees yesterday, now I've gotta jump in swampy snake water.
I'll take trees every day.
That's a good call. I'm gonna try to clear a path for myself because I think the pipe, did you see it over here? Do you see it at all?
I don't see it on this side. I'm thinking it's right there in that clump of grass.
It's gotta be, it's gotta be. Ah, whoa. Oh, damn it. I'm just like trying to search for that one last thing that I could do without getting in, but I just don't think that that's even possible. Oh, yes. Oh, yep, there we go. I'm just gonna kind of start digging and just prying, you know, and just see if I can just make anything like bubble or move or... That's the thing, I'm just guessing that this is where the problem is. I actually have no idea. Like it could be clogged anywhere in here, but I know that it should be flowing through right there. I can hear water running back here. Oh yes, look at this flow, holy moly. Guys, massive inflow right here. So this is where the creek flows in. So on this property, guys, we've got tons of natural creek systems, spring-fed creeks that are just coming out of the sides of hills like this, you know. They never stop flowing. And although that's a wonderful thing in many cases, like with the micro pond, that's what keeps that pond oxygenated and filtered, is that constant flow. But this is a scenario where it's not really helpful. It's actually hurting us, because if we could just shut this flow off for a little while and figure out the problem, we would, but we don't have that kind of time. You know, Darrell thought maybe it was beaver activity. Thought maybe the beavers had clogged this up, but upon further review, I don't really see enough evidence to blame the beavers for this. Oh, sweet, my shovel's broken. That's just a...
That's nice.
That's when you know it's not going your way. You hear that?
You found it.
This is it, do you hear that? Yeah, we're definitely on it, we're on it. Do y'all hear that? Definitely on it. All right, well, at least we found it one problem area. Look at that.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's the noise that I'm hearing.
You heard?
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, you take the postal digger.
Look at that, it's flowing now.
Yeah.
So that's where I was yesterday trying to dig. We took this.
You done punctured a hole in its lung right
Yeah,
there. That was
exactly. I was just trying to show Darrell like where the pipe ended, and I just stabbed it down as deep as I could. And if you listen, there's a hissing in that
I
pipe.
still can't hear it. You opened up an artery.
That's
It
so.
ain't too much cholesterol, but it can be too much fried food.
Dude, look how much better that creek's flowing. Look at it now. It's literally flowing.
And there's mud coming out, so that's good.
That's so good.
If we
That's
can
so
bust
good.
it loose, you get it running hard, it'll flush it out.
It'll just
more.
flush everything
Yeah.
out. It's kind of a time-sensitive thing. We've got rain coming in the next 2 days, and if we get heavy rain and we have not dealt with this yet, we could lose access. Well, we're going to lose access, but this whole part right here could get flooded and maybe even give way. So,
Jug them down hard, and then close them. Oh, hell yeah. Just keep doing that. There you go, right there.
oh, there we go. Oh, you hear it? Now it's hissing harder. So we gotta be striking a nerve right there. How's it looking over there? Still flowing?
Oh yeah. It's flowing good.
Yeah, there's mud coming there.
You think I'm just?
I think there's some tie-dye roots in there, and I think you busted through a root and poked a hole through the roots.
Wow, it's so much deeper underneath. It's probably starting a little sinkhole. I
Yeah.
can't even touch right there, dude. This says I better be careful. Get sucked down this
it's
culvert.
probably 3 foot.
Man, it
We'll have
is.
to hook a winch to you.
Holy moly, it's deep right where this is sticking in the ground. It's like it just,
Yeah,
it's
I
starting to.
get them roots, probably all them roots and that mud got in there just compacted it. You know, oh, there it goes.
It's because I'm wiggling it around, man.
It's coming now. Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, it's bowling out
It is
there now.
rushing now, buddy.
Yeah, that's halfway up the pipe coming out there.
Really?
Yeah,
I gotta
it's
see
coming
this.
now, dude.
I gotta see this.
You can whitewater raft that. I don't
Oh,
know about whitewater. You can redwater raft.
yeah, it ain't whitewater.
Go
Wow.
down trees, get some muddy water.
Yeah.
You know, if you was fishing down the creek about a half mile, all of a sudden, like, what in the hell? Look how wide it is now.
That is such an amazing sight. No, I feel something. I feel the pipe right there too, so I'm like right in front of it. Yeah, it is frickin', I can hear it. Look at that, dude.
That's 4 foot. That's titty deep right there. Yeah.
There's the pipe. Ow. That's a metal pipe to the neck. And the water level, by the way, right here has already dropped like 1.5 inches right here.
Oh yeah, it has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at how far it's dropped already. That's
Yeah.
great. Great news. Yeah, it's not, I mean, it's flowing very little, but that's just what's up here though.
Down the road.
I don't think it's going over anymore right here.
So many whirlpool.
Oh.
Look at that stick go down, get twisted down that whirlpool.
That's wild. I mean, it's flowing.
I heard it burp. Just did something. Right
Yeah, it's yep. Definitely doing
there.
something.
Yep, it's coming out now. Keep doing what you doing. I heard a big old
Look
burp.
at the big pipe. It's completely underwater.
Yeah, can you see the big pipe now?
Oh yeah, the chute about to suck me into it. It's creating another whirlpool right here.
Yeah.
Holy.
We heard it. I think you say get out.
I looked down below my feet and it was starting to go like a toilet had been flushed on me. There's another one.
Oh wow.
They're both just pulling in all the water and sediment. Look, it's pulling everything from back there. Look at this, dude. It's pulling everything.
That's crazy.
How powerful that suction is right there.
You're making a whole new swamp.
Gosh.
You're gonna pull up on a random spot on your property that's just gonna be underwater.
Floated, yeah. If I've learned anything about property management from this man and from everybody, it's if it ain't one thing, it's something else.
It's always something.
Dude, this is insane. Listen to that.
Oh yeah. A lot of water went through there.
Now the flow has officially stopped right here. Like now this is just standing water at this point. This is just, look at how much the swamp has receded. Like this water right here used to be coming over this berm and like completely flooding, but now it's already receded way back into the swamp like it's supposed to be. And this down here is already kind of drying up. I mean, right before hunting season, this is one of the worst things that could happen. This is like one of the most central pieces of trail in the whole property. Like we have to have this ability to drive through, or else we have to drive way around to the other side just to access anything past this point. So this is going to be huge going into deer season, which starts in 5 days now.
Yes, sir.
Holy moly, thank
Oh,
goodness we got this taken care of. All right, guys, so we just got done with that whole flooding issue and that creek that was backed up. Andrew is here heading up the tree, setting up our little camera setup. I'm whispering because it's kind of evening time, you know, and we don't want to make a ton of noise over here. Since we've been sitting here, which has only been like 10 minutes, and doing a last couple final things with this stand, 2 different deer. You good? Yeah. Dude, God, I thought you fell out of the tree. So earlier, Andrew was up in the stand and a deer walked up on us over on that side of this little opening. And then just now, we've come back here and we just ran another deer off of here. We come around this corner in the buggy, doe just took off. So this area, it looks like it was a good area to put a stand. There's deer all over it. This is hopefully the last time we're gonna be over here before it's time to hunt. It's a pretty good sign, eh? 2 deer in like 30 minutes. So me and Andrew are pretty confident that my first archery deer will be slain right here in this area. We also just met with neighbor Darrell and looked at the wind for the next week, which is gonna cover the first few days of opening season. And we're gonna have perfect wind to hunt this stand. So fingers crossed, wish me luck, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. This is kind of our first step into the hunting world for this season. I'm extremely excited. There's gonna be much more hunting content coming for those of you who care. For those of you fishermen who want to see fishing content, there's going to be plenty of that too. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button on this video. Love you guys. We'll see you soon, hopefully with a down deer and my brand new bow. See you guys later.